Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Polish Tier 7 Tech Tree Heavy Tank, the 45 TP. Now if you did like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the 45 TP. We're playing it here on the free-to-play account, so this first game, we are exceptionally stock. We are like completely stock. We don't have any upgrades on this vehicle at the moment in this replay. And it's going to be a time for us. And we're in a Tier 8 game, which is not always the best, but we're going to see what we can do. And the 45 TP is a tank that I do actually enjoy. I do like it as a Tier 7 heavy tank. The alpha's nice when you get it fully upgraded. The mobility's okay for a heavy tank. The armor on it is not great, but enough to ricochet shots off the turret. The hull armor's garbage, but you can ricochet shots off the turret if you hull down, which you can do because this tank does have, like, I think it's 8 degrees of gun depression on this vehicle, which is very, very nice and means you can use the ridge lines to good effect and just keep dealing out the damage. The gun can be a little bit derpy with the top gun, which can be a little bit frustrating. The penetration is not too bad though, and I just enjoyed the 45 TP myself. I did think it was not too bad of a Tier 7 heavy tank. So what do I run in terms of a crew on the 45 TP and equipment if I was to have it fully equipped out? Well, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, Trap Mechanic, Rapid Aim. And then in terms of the equipment, the Advanced Loader, the Optics and Vents. Optics, Vents and the Advanced Loader. Optics and Vents together to make sure that I get the best view range I can possibly get out of this vehicle, but also make sure that I've got the best out of everything possible with the Vents, and the Advanced Loader to make the DPM as good as humanly possible. The 3 gun perks from the crew to make this gun better, because it is not the most accurate gun in the universe base, so you want to try and make it as good as you can do so that you're not derping too many shots, because naturally you are a Tier 7 tank, so you want to be able to at least hit your shots, because your armor sometimes, let's say, especially in a bad mashup, doesn't hold up whatsoever. And then Rapid Aim to make the turret traverse better, because the turret traverse is a little bit slow, so I do want to try and get the turret traverse to keep up with the tracks if I can do, but there's plenty of ways you can set up a Tier 7 heavy tank like the 45 TP. It's down to you and how you feel comfortable playing the tank. But at the minute, in the games that you are seeing on the 45 TP on the free-to-play account as we grind through it, I only have the Advanced Loader and Optics on this vehicle, because I bought those during an equipment sale. And that meant that I can at least have slightly better DPM and at least be able to spot for myself. Because with the crew and setup that we have it up to 448 meters of view range with this tank. It's a lot lower if you use the stock turret, like you're seeing in this game, because it's down to 422 meters of view range, which is not nice, generally, because you are pretty blind, and that leaves a lot to be desired. But yeah, so we're only running the Advanced Loader and the Optics, and on the crew, at the minute, I've only got Sixth Sense, Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Situational Awareness, and Steady Aim. Steady Aim, because I picked Steady Aim in that first 5, because well, to be honest, that 5 is what you're going to run on every single tank in World War II. So that's what I picked, pretty much. So yeah, this first game we are using this, again, we are fully stock. We are using the stock 90mm gun that you get, which has 156 penetration on the standard AP and 198 penetration on the premium APCR. Now the premium APCR is good enough to go through a lot of what we're going to face, but if you're facing Tier 9s and stuff like that, it does start to struggle because it is the top gun from the Tier 6 medium, which is a little bit of a letdown. And to be honest, you do just feel like you're an underpowered heavy tank with having this 90mm gun, because you don't have any punch, right? You don't have that 320 alpha that the 105 gives you, and that can be pain. And like you've seen with the turret as well, the stock turret is the same as the one that's on the 40 TP before us. It's not really got much armor, it's not got much view range, it's making everything else worse. It's a stock tank. Stock tanks aren't that nice to play generally. You've just got to get through it and get to what is better generally. So we've taken this position here across the bridge on Erlenberg, because this is a good position to take, because you can try and spot the people that do sit up near that house. You can put shots at down range, and then once the fight started to progress a bit, you can then move up to the ridge line at F8 and progress on and push in towards the enemy team. But at the minute, we are just being detected and spotted, and this is because we're blind. Obviously, we only got 422 millimeters 422 meters. Oh, we'll get there in the end. 422 meters of view range with this stock turret. So we are blind, which means if anything has some sort of camo, we aren't seeing it. So I've been popping blind shots to see if I could hit it, but we haven't managed to hit it. But the T-26E5 at the back, which is the unskinned Patriot, gets spotted, so we're not going to turn down free chances to get shots at these guys. There's the Su-152 as well. Now people are lighting up the tanks for us. We're putting the shots in, and I don't think we hit that guy for 382. I feel, unless we ammo-racked him. We could have ammo-racked him, though. I feel like someone else hit him before we did. We're up to 4 kills, and there's the pesky little light tank. It's been looking at us the entire time from that bush, but we just couldn't see it. We're up to 2.5k damage with the 4 kills, and we're just now pushing into the enemy team. You can see, even with the stock engine, we do hit that 34 kilometers an hour on flat. No, we do have a 35 kilometer in our top speed, so we're not quite hitting the top speed, but we do hit it. It's a fairly decent mobility for a heavy tank. Realistically, because 35 kilometers an hour is what I'd call average heavy tank mobility, right? But it does actually hit its top speed if you put the top engine on, which is nice for the 45 TP. And that means that you could run the traction system if you feel like it is a little bit too slow and get yourself up to 38 kilometers an hour top speed, which is still decent, and you will turn a lot quicker on your tracks. But bear in mind, if the turret traverse is a little bit too slow for you, that you will make that problem worse when you are turning and stuff like that, and it make it a bit awkward. So we tried to get the top gun there by killing the Earthshaker, and sadly, just as we fired the shot to kill the Earthshaker, he took a hit from the Su-101 and the kill slipped away from us. Still chasing that top gun, climbing ever higher on this ridgeline so that we can get better shots at this T-28. We penned one into his side, and sadly the next one misses because we're still on the move. He goes hiding behind the ridgelines. I'm like, no, my top gun. I just want a top gun stock. Oh, hello. Thank you. We get a shot in that damages his ammo rack. He's down to a one shot. Will we get the kill? No, 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 no. It's not to be. And finish the game with a pretty good total for a stock tank in a tier 8 game. We finished with the victory. 5 kills, 3.3k damage. The ace tanker there on the 45 TP with 1851 base XP. A really nice game there for the 45 TP. Naturally, all played on stream as well because the free-to-play account is a fully streamed account. Everything I do on there is always on stream, just so that you guys see the full experience of what it is like, which isn't too bad realistically. I mean, the money-making potential is obviously a lot lower. Having no premium account, that is definitely pain, especially for World War II, where it just seems to be that once you get in towards tier 8 and 9, if you've not got a premium account, you don't seem to really make much money at all. And then obviously, well, I can't speak for tier 10 because I don't have a tier 10. But even for what I mean is, because I don't even have a tier 8, tier 8 premiums, I still make like what 15-20k if I have an average game in a premium tank, whereas, you know, if I had the premium account, I would be making 50 or 60, right? So, well, you can only imagine what it's like on a tech tree, but we'll see when we get there. That's the whole point of this account, is we'll see how it handles and how it feels when we're playing through the account. And we'll hit tier 10 eventually, same as we'll hit Era 3 probably in Cold War as well, which is just a slow but sure grind through. I mean, I play it when and where I can, essentially, on stream. Not always, because it depends. Obviously, we're only streaming once a week on a Wednesday. It means that I will only really get a chance to play it when there's no new content, because I like to stream the new content for you guys, so you get at least to see what the new tanks and stuff like that are like. But I digress. We're on to the second replay, and this second replay, we are mostly upgrading the 45 TP. And by that I mean we have the top turret, we've got the top engine, we've basically got the top everything except the gun. So we're still using that 90mm gun with the lower pen. Slightly, I don't know if do we have slightly better DPM in the tank with the 90mm? I'd hope so, because naturally it's got lower alpha. We have 2.6k DPM with the build that we have with the 90mm, and when we upgrade to the fully upgraded 105, we have 2.3. So yeah, we do have better DPM, we just have worse pen, generally. And obviously we have slightly better gun handling as well, because with the 105mm gun, when you do get this tank fully upgraded, you do have 192 penetration on the standard AP, with 225 pen on the APCR, which again is enough to pen everything you're going to face. It's only really tier 9, some of the tier 9 heavies you're probably going to struggle with 225, but for the most part it's a pretty damn nice penetration to have on it. But the aim time's 212 on that gun, which it does take a little bit to get aimed in, but it's really not the worst thing in the universe. And you've got 0.32 accuracy with the setup we have on that as well. Whereas with the 90mm gun, we still have the same aim time, and we've got the same accuracy, to be fair, so the gun handling isn't that much worse. So as you're seeing here in this replay on Duckler Pass, we've taken a very aggressive position, and we've had this Huntsman YOLO, isn't it? It's like, oh boy, hello Mr. Huntsman. Well, you have decent DPM, and so do I. So whoever bounces is going to die, and thankfully, he's bounced quite a few shells off of my turret front. Because like I say, the turret front on the 45 TP is... It's not the best. It's not the best, but because of the angles and stuff, you can ricochet shells. It's not like the stock turret where it will just bounce, it would just get penned, sorry, all the time. But we can ricochet shots. Now the next contenders come in. The Earthshaker rushed his shot, bounced on our side, and because we do have that better DPM, we are always going to beat his reload, and we shut down that second tier 8 medium tank there that came in to get us, and we somehow survived that. That's one of those how am I alive moments. I don't think I should have been alive, but hey ho. Get a nice shot towards the VK3002D. We're just going to try and side script a little bit off the rock while putting shots down range towards him. And he is getting absolutely wrecked. He is out in the open. He gets unspotted, so we're going to pop a blind shot, see if we can hit him, but we don't. He fires at us, which gets himself re-spotted again. But sadly, he just gets himself safe from our guns, which means that, you know, we can't actually finish him off, which is sad. We know there's a TD over there as well, which I think was a Sturmpanzer, so we don't really want to drive out in front of the Sturmpanzer because it's going to hurt. Sturmpanzers, 210. Yeah, it hurts. It really does. So we're just looking for the shot towards the IKV. Thankfully, that shot flies true because that wasn't really aimed in at all. But we do get rid of that guy. And now there's 2 tanks left on the enemy team. So we're just chasing towards the heavy tank and the VKD here in the hope that maybe we can get a little bit more damage. That would be nice. But you can see here again the mobility. We've got the fully upgraded engine. We are flicking between 34 and 35. You do hit it, which is nice for the vehicle. It's not the most mobile heavy tank in the universe, right? 35 kilometers an hour isn't that mobile, but for a heavy tank, that's fairly average mobility. I always say it's fairly average mobility. And you can use it to good effect to get to where you need to be. And that's what we've done here to get after the Black Prince, who is giving us his booty, which we're always going to say, thank you very much, Mr. Black Prince. I'll take that, thank you. And we finish off that tier 7 heavy tank. We finish with the epic victory, 4 kills, 2,901 damage, 1,997 assistance, the ace tanker, the sniper medal, 819 base XP. A really nice game there for the 45 TP in the tier 8 game yet again, and it's still fairly stock as well. Not fairly stock, we're fully upgraded except for the gun, so pretty nice result there again, having an underpowered gun. And the 45 TP, I do enjoy it, and it's on the free-to-play account, which I do need to keep trying to play more so I can get all the free stuff, because I have missed out on a lot of free stuff in the last couple of weeks not playing it, but hey-oh. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Great success!